Political protest songs are a well-known avenue for putting a message out there. English singer-songwriter Peter Graham has a particular target in mind. NTD's Neil Woodrow spoke with Graham to find out more about his musical mission.
The pandemic has been with us for over a year. It was at the end of 2019 when a doctor in Wuhan, China, raised the alarm about some very concerning virus. Last year, English singer-songwriter Peter Graham released a song called CCP Flu Blues. It is still relevant today. I spoke with Graham to find out more about him and that song. The verses touch on aspects of the virus and the pandemic, such as biolabs, the WHO, Xi Jinping and lockdowns. Graham tells us once he learned there was a biolab in Wuhan, and knowing how the Chinese Communist Party or CCP operates, he immediately did some research.
And, all the evidence is there, and it just had come from China, Wuhan.
Former MI6 chief Sir Richard Dearlove recently said in an interview with LBC that the virus was more likely to have escaped from a lab than to have come from an animal. He said the WHO's visit to China in March was a farcical investigation. Some scientists, led by WHO advisor Jamie Metzel, are now calling for a more thorough investigation with access to key databases and raw data. Graham thought about calling it the China flu.
But then that's not fair either. You can't call it the China flu either, because Chinese people are not culpable. But it's a CCP flu because they obviously developed it.
In the song, Graham incorporated other aspects of the CCP, including allegations of slave labour in Xinjiang and forced organ harvesting, which has been inflicted on Falun Gong practitioners in China for over 20 years.
This is pretty heavyweight matter, but the point is that the song itself is uplifting because it gives energy. So I just found it all fitted quite well together.
Positive feedback came from many places around the world.
It came at me that this was a really positive song, and people really wanted to hear that. They wanted to hear that message in a relatable form.
Led by his faith in God.
As I've been going through and finding out things, meeting people, and I've also been discovering the actual reality of our world, and it's simple. Good and evil is at work. So I kind of started to direct my music into being a force for good.
This theme is very much in his latest song called The Plan. Graham sings about a dark influence pervading the world and it being accepted. The only antidote is the people who can see through it with their original good nature and will push back against it. Graham hopes to be back performing along with other artists at live events soon. He does this via the charity World Culture Association.